Our very distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. An area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. On the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. From Middle America. From Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
Hi everybody, Rich was to Thrive and Survive, and welcome to the new year. And you may be wondering, why did I play that clip from Admiral Byrd and emphasize the areas that I did? You know, ever since I've done a few things on here, there's been something bothering me about that Admiral Byrd interview that he did, and it happened to come up in another video I was watching, and when I caught it this time, I knew exactly what the problem was. And I am convinced that Admiral Byrd has not only seen that the Antarctic is forever really in a circle, but his statement actually shows it. And I wouldn't have gotten it if I wasn't doing all these different things down at the South Pole with Google Earth and things like that, because his statement on a globe is impossible. Now, his statement was that on the other side of the pole from Middle America, let's go up and look at Middle America. I've connected it to Middle America. From the other side of the pole, from Middle America, this is what got me, from Middle America, there is land the size of the United States that has not been explored. First of all, if it hasn't been explored, how does he know how big the landmass is? For example, when any of the settlers first came over to America, they had no idea how big the continent was. It could have been as wide as Florida. You know, if you landed in Florida, you remember some of the first explorers landed down here. They could have landed in Cuba, come inland just a little bit, and you can't say anything but land from left to right. For all you know, it goes on for thousands of miles, or it could go on, as here, maybe for 60 miles. So, first of all, how does he know that it is as large as the United States? And I'm going to speculate on that. But on a globe, his statement is absolutely impossible. So let's look at why. So here we have Middle America, close enough, right? And what I want you to see down here is, well, let me go back up here first. And I want you to notice, and I'm going to show the latitude and longitude lines. I'm more interested in the longitude, okay? This line right here is at 96 degrees west. Now the United States, let's say, runs roughly from here 75 degrees west all the way out to, let's go to California, at 122 degrees west. So 75 to 122. That's a pretty good amount, all right? It's almost 50 whole degrees, right? Anyway, so we go down here to Antarctica, and this is what got me, because of, and I even mentioned this in one of the videos I did. I can't remember what we were doing, but I want you to look at the, I'm going to put this on the South Pole as close as I can get. You can see I've got 89.48 degrees south. And if I move this mouse a little bit to the right, okay, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not worried about south. So it shows I'm very close to, I mean, getting that 90 degrees is hard to do. I've got the push pin here. Let me come in a little bit closer. I've got the push pin right at 90 degrees. And the only reason why I was able to do that was because I typed it in. But this is not what I wanted you to see. And let's see if I can rotate it around. Let's get it back the way it was. Okay, so here we have the South Pole, 90 degrees south. Now I want you to notice right on that red line, it's showing me at 89 degrees west, roughly where I put, right where I put it in the United States, right? Well, look, if I move a little bit over here, just a little bit, I'm already down to 66 degrees west. I'm already off the east coast of the United States. Remember, the east coast of the United States starts at 75 degrees. Now let's go west of this line. Let's go down to the pole, go west of the line. And he says it's on the other side of the pole, so let's do that. Let's do it both ways. Other side of the pole. We come over here, we are right here, right there, about the east coast of the United States. The west coast of the United States is right, I can get it there, to 1 more degree, there. There's the west coast of the United States. So the whole size of the United States is this, down here, on a globe. On a globe. So, when you zoom this out, okay, even when you take this landmass right here, I'm going to pause this and go ahead and do that. Okay, now I've drawn a line here from this coast of Antarctica, the east coast, all the way down to the west coast, the widest I could get it really on the other side of the pole. It's 2,800 miles. Okay, roughly the size of the United States. But how does he know this is here? He supposedly, no one supposedly has been down here on this side. And it can't be from Middle America. Because when you're over here, we are at 5 degrees west. This is equivalent to where the United Kingdom is. And over here, we are at 142 degrees east. That's somewhere in Asia, I would guess. Let's just see if we can find 142 degrees east. Okay, Japan, roughly. Northern part of Japan, right around Fukushima. And look where that covers, all the way over to Australia. So, on the Earth, this does not make sense, the statement he made. But if it is a round, circular outer wall that's at least the size of the United States that's never been explored, that tells me he's gone around the entire, he made many voyages and several to the South Pole, supposedly, well, to Antarctica. And I believe his circumnavigation, now imagine this is flat, took him around the outer ring. And all the area inside, on the other side of the pole, has never been explored. At least the size of the United States from Middle America. So I just wanted to point that out, that I think he knew the answer, because if it's not been explored, how does he know how big it is? And I think he knows how big it is because he's gone around the circumference of it. And that's how he knows that it's as big as the United States. So just a little something I wanted to leave you with this video. Something to think about. Okay, so here we have the real model. And this is why Admiral Byrd's statement now makes sense. From Middle America, this line right here, running through America, if you run that down, you would end up here. And if you take the west coast, you would end up just on this side of this line, and the east coast, that's going to take you roughly to here. Okay, this whole area here is what he's talking about. It makes no sense to reference Middle America on a ball, because all these lines converge back at the pole. How can it be from Middle America? So his reference right there tells us he used this map. Had to. And there's one little funny thing I just want to say at the end of this video. This is an example of where people want to act smarter than what they really are. Listen to this interview guy here. A score, by the way, Most people here in the United States, we know the famous Gettysburg Address, 4 is how it started out, okay? Anyway, a score is 20 years, or a score is 20. Now when you're talking about years, a score of years is 20 years. So anyway, I'll leave you with the interviewer thinking he's intelligent, making an intelligent statement. And it reminds me of people that leave comments, so that's why I'm putting it. I'll be back with videos that dig a little deeper into stuff, guys. Take care. Bye.
You know, only 30 or more years ago, about 35 years ago,